I want to start in a little different place here to arrive at the same place we have been looking. We're going to be going back to Ephesians. But what we're talking about here is the mystery of God. And that is the mystery that's been hid. And we talked earlier about the mystery that's been hid since the foundation of the world. And so I want to address that by starting in Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 12. I always hate starting anywhere because there's so much we leave out. But to get to a point, it says in Ephesians 2:12 that at that time you were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without God in the world. But now in Christ Jesus, you who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Christ. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in him of twain one new man, so making peace. And that he might reconcile both unto God in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby. And came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh. And through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fitly framed groweth unto a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you also are builded together for an habitation of God through the Spirit. Habitation of God. We'll get back to that at some later point. How that by revelation, that was verse 21. And verse 22, in whom you also are builded together for an habitation of God through the Spirit. For this cause I, Paul, the prisoner of Jesus Christ, for you Gentiles, if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God, which is given to me to you word, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in a few words, whereby you read, you may understand my knowledge of the mystery of Christ, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs, and of the same body, and partakers of his promise in Christ by the gospel, whereof I was made a minister according to the gift of the grace of God, given unto me by the effectual working of his power. Unto me, who am less than the least of all saints, is this grace given, that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in Christ, who created all things by Jesus Christ. Now, that is only a portion of the understanding that is given. And this next statement is going to take us to the core. However, we're going to widen our understanding on the term from the foundation of the world and see if, in fact, we can come to a knowledge of how this mystery being revealed is now of value to us when it wasn't of value to those before. If it had been of value to them, God would have revealed it to them at that time. But it has a specific value to us today because it's no longer a mystery. Even the mystery which has been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Christ in you, the hope of glory, is the mystery. The mystery that's been hid from the foundation. And it's hidden in a statement that the Bible has a number of places in it. For instance, in Matthew, Jesus spake unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. So you see, it wasn't Paul who began this, it was Jesus, revealing things that were kept secret, mysteries that were kept secret from the foundation of the world. And Jesus came to tell people the good news. And the good news, as he separates and divides in the end the sheep and the goats and the wheat and the tares and the fish that are gathered into a net, and then the bad ones are cast out and the good ones are kept. In each of these instances, they were determined from the foundation of the world. As Jesus is talking about this and finishes it in 25:33, notice how he continues. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, enter into the kingdom prepared from the foundation of the world. Now, in all of these statements, there's something more that's added to the understanding. And in this statement from the foundation of the world, in Luke 11:50, it states that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world may be required of this generation, from the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. The prophets were slain, shed their blood from the foundation of the world, and he also includes Abel. Abel shed his blood. And there's a reason behind that. And there's many different perspectives on the foundation of the world. Christ is the foundation spiritually. He is also the foundation physically, because he's the creator. He created all things. And by him all things consist, are sustained. And we see this term, from the foundation of the world, to be very meaningful in regards to predestination. I'll continue that in my next video. Till then, may God bless you all. In Jesus' name.